Hello everybody, welcome to Module 7 of the Get Smarter Internet Marketing course. During this module we're going to discuss social media, a subject I'm sure most of you have been waiting for. So let's get started. What is social media? It's social blogs, pictures, internet forums, ratings, weblogs, podcasts, microblogging, video, wikis, etc. We always talk about a social media landscape. This basically means that we can publish, share, discuss. There's different social networks where we can share, microblog like on Twitter, live stream, live cast, virtual world, social games, and MMO. Mostly I think you're familiar with YouTube, Flickr, Delicious, SlideShare, Skype, Google Talk, maybe Bebo, Ning, Twitter. There are so many social platforms. In South Africa, not all these are used, but I think you're familiar with the main ones. So if your website sits at the center of this all, and the social platforms can generate a lot of traffic for you through either Wikipedia, Flickr, Facebook, LinkedIn. The opportunities are absolutely endless. So we discussed search a while back, and this is just to demonstrate that traditional searches have now turned into emerging social searches. People don't just use Google, Yahoo, and Bing to search anymore. They use Flickr, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. They search through blogs. And all of these things go back to your website. You can also have different icons and buttons on your website that clicks back to your own pages and integrate all of this. So social media elements that's relevant to your company is the relationships that you build, endorsements that you can get from your customers. You can learn through your past experiences. You have a 24/7 presence, which means that your customers can get hold of you most of the time, all the time. And they can post anything about you at any time, so you need to monitor this. You can position yourself strategically. You can come up with lots of case studies of what worked and what didn't. You can use other case studies. You can learn from this, and also then create a new company value proposition. Benefits of social media. This is research done in 2011. It shows that most people generate exposure for their business through social media. It's increased traffic, not just through search anymore, but also through social media channels, etc. Is it appropriate for your business? First of all, decide, is your target market online? Do they actually go online, or do they just use this for leisure? Do they enjoy social media? In other words, do they use these platforms to communicate and actually go on the fan pages? Are you marketing business to business or directly to customers? And are your target market likely to respond to social media? And will your target market have time to actually browse through your different channels? Also then, if you do want to do this, what do you want to achieve? Do you want to just increase your sales? Do you want to build your image and create a new brand? Do you want to engage with your customers in ways that you couldn't before? Or do you actually want to launch a new product? So let's look at a few statistics. Social media platform usage. Generally, Facebook is by far the biggest. They're at 900 million users by now. It's a phenomenal growth. Twitter is next in the world. In South Africa, not that huge yet, but everybody talks about it. LinkedIn is great for business. Blogs ever growing. Video is more and more important. Then social bookmarking, etc. Just interesting stats. So let's look at Facebook. Facebook has almost 500,000 users in South Africa. 91.35% of the online population in South Africa is on Facebook. It's a really great group to be on, especially if you're targeting the younger market. Facebook has grown significantly. These are stats up to June last year. And if you just think about it, just in the last few months, it's grown to 900 million. Reasons for use of Facebook: receiving discounts, show support for companies, getting freebies, get updates of future products, engaging with brands, etc. Twitter in South Africa, 1.1 million users, 405 active Twitter users, and this is also a growing platform. People do tweet quite a bit. Students, especially entrepreneurs and founders and geeks, are on Twitter all the time. This is a very niche market, not always appropriate for all businesses, especially small businesses, yet it's somewhere where you can just generate extra traffic and engage. So the good and the bad about it: it's real time. People have short attention span, so you can reach them. But also Twitter has short attention span, so you literally have a few seconds to get your message across. It's geolocation enabled. It's perfect for pull marketing, conversation driven. people ask questions. Brands like F&B do this really, really well, and they respond extremely fast. LinkedIn, another interesting thing, almost at 1.6 million users in South Africa, 29.6% of the online penetration, 25 to 34, so the working market is the biggest target market here, finance, high-tech, geekery, those sorts of industries are ever growing on LinkedIn. As you can see, LinkedIn also grown quite a bit over the last few years. We couldn't find the latest stats, but you can just see how in different sectors it's really, really grown a lot. YouTube is another interesting thing. It's the second biggest search channel in the world. In South Africa, 48 hours of videos uploaded every minute. 23% of users under 24. So in other words, it's a much older generation, and people really enjoy videos. Google Plus, interesting in South Africa, 466 registered users by now. Mainly male-dominated, but a female, and then the rest is probably company pages. Wikipedia, most of you should know this and have been on Wikipedia whenever you watch movies or learn about something new, or you go on Wikipedia, and it's pretty much killed Encyclopedia Britannica. Tips for social media communication include you have to listen to what people are saying, engage with them, and do that very frequently. Also decide how you're going to engage. What is your brand persona? What is your business about? Are you going to be quirky? Are you being funny? Or are you being professional? What are you going to measure? What do you want people to do? Do you want them to engage with you? Do you just want them to read your comments, save your Pinterest boards through Facebook, and consider the statistics? You have to adapt as well, incorporate this into your overall strategy, and adapt to your short-term strategies. What do you want to measure? So what's your KPIs? Traffic data, how many people visit, and you can actually see how social media platforms drive visitors to your site through Google Analytics, for instance. You can see how many people in your various networks overlap. So are they on LinkedIn, Facebook, and on Twitter? And how do these markets actually overlap? You can see the social interaction data. Are they resharing? Are they retweeting? Are they posting your posts? Are they commenting positively or negatively? And how's the content that you're producing performing? A site like Huisgenoot, for instance, they ask lots of questions, and they incorporate the answers that people give into their magazines on a weekly basis. Measurement tools that you can use is Radiance 6, Brand's Eye, Hootsuite, Communit, Social Pro, Cloud, Cred. We can discuss all these on the forums. So the social media effect is that you create content first of all. So it's tweets, stories, front page, etc. Bloggers see this. That creates more traffic on the search engines. If you tweet about it, important person on Twitter might see it. They can share it with friends. Same happens on Facebook, Dig, all those different platforms. Okay. To go on with viral marketing, the second part of the module, it ties very well into social media, and so it's the online equivalent of word of mouth, and the message spreads naturally. So you get organic and controlled viral marketing. Organic is when somebody just picks up on a message and it spreads like wildfire. Controlled is if a company actually plans to launch a viral campaign. It's tailored messages. Doesn't always work as well as organic, but you can really launch really good campaigns, and Old Spice is a good example of this. The 5 phases of best viral marketing, it's just launching, static, repetition when people start to talk about it. Then it goes social to all the different social platforms. Once it goes viral, it spreads via all the different channels. And when it goes global, it's truly going global in different countries, different languages. People replicate the content, and it just spreads like wildfire. The Antwerp Zoo viral campaign is some interesting campaign I would like you to look at, and we'll discuss this on the forums. It's basically a controlled viral marketing campaign where the Antwerp Zoo posted about the birth of a new baby elephant, and the entire nation could participate. It's a really great campaign. Word of mouth visualized, you always get your promoters, your passives, and your detractors. Alternative reality games is another form of viral marketing. It's very engaging. People love playing these games. You can incorporate it very well with competitions. As you see, something like VW, they're using a game that's incorporated with a movie, and people absolutely love playing these games. Astroturfing is the creation of a planned and controlled viral campaign, but it's disguised to look organic. Not very nice to do this, a very bad strategy to follow. Go look about the SALC 2010 campaign. Influence ripples is that just showing that bloggers have a big sphere of influence, and the more links people have on their sites, the more influential a blogger is, the more virally your campaign can spread. Crowdsourcing is another interesting thing. Go have a look at the virtual choir on YouTube, where there's 2,000 people from across the world singing a composed song remotely. It's absolutely fascinating where people start to collaborate. Another thing that's interesting to watch is Life in a Day. Go search for that on YouTube. Crowdsourcing landscape, once again, you get predictions, service marketplaces, competition platforms, sharing. It's endless. I'll share a bigger picture of this. And then just the funny, Future Man says, people will tweet what you're saying for breakfast, really, upload pictures of their breakfast, and other people will look at the breakfast. But people, yes, that's the future. Yet there are many non-believers and thinking that maybe the people of the future are retarded. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this module, and I'll see you on the forums.